was like a whole picture of people with the Biafra flag. That when I took those pictures, I posted them on Twitter. I was live on Twitter talking to him. The interview I did with him is still online. It's one of my most watched interviews. And I sat down with him and I asked him, okay, what is Biafra? And his Biafra was not limited to the 5 eastern states. He wanted Biafra in parts of Benue. He wanted Biafra in parts of Kogi. He wanted Biafra in Port Harcourt, in River State, in parts of Delta, etc., etc. It's on the record. My conversation with him is on the record. Literally every person I spoke to for that special program that I did with Nnamdi that was from those places didn't want anything to do with Biafra. The point I'm making is that we sometimes allow the bigger groups to dominate conversations which can benefit from actually having multiplicity of voices joining them, right? That's the point I'm making. Now, I do believe, and I don't know why Dr. Baba Ahmed spent so much time trying to explain his statements that if people want Biafra, give it to them. It is the right thing to say. I said it here. The right to self-determination is sacrosanct. Nobody should be forced to be in a union that they don't want a part of. Our problem now should be electing people who will make the necessary changes to our constitution that will allow these things to happen in a sensible way. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That's the biggest issue. So that it doesn't happen in chaos and people don't die. Let's test this thing. If IPOB believes that the majority of people from the Southeast want Biafra, let's find a proper mechanism for testing it. Let's do a referendum. People in Nigeria will campaign for unity. IPOB will campaign for Biafra and then allow people to vote. And whoever wins the vote should go. We saw it recently in the UK. Brexit happened. The world did not collapse because the British left the European Union. The point I'm making is that sometimes by standing and holding on to things, we break them. You have to learn to hold things. The things you love, you must hold them lightly. You hold them too tightly, you break them. And that's what's happening with Nigeria.
Thank you, Dr. Morgan. She just reminded me of the Willis Commission of Inquiry.
Thank you, Hakeem. Thank you, my sister, Kadere. When I ran for president in 2019, I made it very clear that I was not running as an ethnic candidate, that I'm running on a vision for Nigeria. Hakeem asked a question, and Kadere said something important. Kadere said something we should always remember. What about the minorities? That is a very important issue, and that was dealt with by the Willings Commission that you just mentioned. So part of the national question is the status of the minorities. That you don't want a tyranny of the majority. And in any constitutional restructuring of Nigeria, this must be dealt with to protect their rights. Because there are people who believe that it's all a game of numbers. It's not true. If it was only a game of numbers, Hillary Clinton would have become the president of the United States, not Donald Trump. She had 3 million more popular votes than Donald Trump. But Trump became the president because he won the Electoral College vote. There were reasons why in the founding of the United States and in their political evolution, the Electoral College was instituted. It was to protect certain interests from a tyranny of the majority. This is the difficult question